Something really wild is happening in the tech world right now. People are actually buying brand new computers, little Mac Minis, and they're not even for them. They're setting them up in a corner to run just one piece of software, basically creating a dedicated AI employee that they can text from anywhere to get real work done on that machine.
Right from the jump, we need to get one thing straight. This is not just another chatbot that spits out ideas. As one person who used it said, "This is different. This isn't ChatGPT, which tells you what to do. This actually does it."
And this slide right here really gets to the heart of it. Think about it. The AI tools we're used to, they're like advisors. They tell you what to do. You ask, hey, how should I organize my messy desktop? And it gives you a 5-step plan. This new kind of tool, it's an executor. You tell it to organize your desktop, and it just does it.
So what is this thing, this tool that's making that huge leap from just suggesting to actually doing? Well, it was originally called Claudebot. Okay, so here's the deal. Claudebot is a totally free, open-source program that you install on your own computer. The best way to think of it is like a bridge. It connects a powerful AI brain, like GPT-4, directly to your computer's controls. We're talking your files, your web browser, even your mouse. And then it links that to a chat app on your phone. So you just send a text, and it gets to work.
Now you might be thinking, okay, that sounds pretty cool, but what really sets it apart? What's the big deal? Well, there are 4 things that make this a potential game changer.
First off, it runs on your machine, so all your data, all your files, they stay private. Second, you talk to it just by sending a text message, which means you can give it tasks from pretty much anywhere. Third, it remembers everything. It has this persistent context, so it learns your preferences over time. And fourth, and this is the part that gets kind of nuts, if it needs a tool to do a job and it doesn't have one, it can actually try to build one from scratch. But hey, talk is cheap, right? Let's actually look at 3 real-world demos to see what this thing can do. We'll start with something simple and then work our way up to something way more complex. First up, a problem I think we can all relate to: a super messy external hard drive. This guy had an SSD just jam-packed with random video files, tutorials, just a total mess. So he popped open Telegram and sent a simple text: check the core GSSD and organize everything properly.
And this is where you see that doing part in action. The AI scanned the entire drive, came up with a new folder structure, and asked for permission. After a simple yes, it just went to work. The result? A perfectly clean drive. Everything sorted into numbered folders, all done in just a couple of minutes.
All right, let's level up. From organizing files to something much more ambitious: in-depth content research. The mission was to have the AI scout out top-performing content across a bunch of different platforms and then use what it learned to write a brand new video script. And the workflow here is what's so amazing. All from a single text message, the AI went out and browsed LinkedIn to see what makes a post go viral. Then it analyzed the user's own YouTube channel to find patterns. It even scraped Twitter for the latest news on the topic. And then, in about 13 minutes, it dropped a full research document and a final script right onto the desktop. Insane. Okay, for the final, most complex test, creative work. The command was to completely redesign a startup's landing page. The inspiration? Apple's super clean, iconic design. And it was told to build it using an online coding platform called Replit. What happened next was just incredible to watch. The bot opened up a web browser, went to Apple's website to study the design, then it hopped over to the startup's current site to grab the content. Then it logged itself into the coding platform and just started writing the code, building out the whole file structure for the new web page. But, and this is a really important but, it wasn't flawless. At one point, it actually got confused and sent a message back to the user that said, "Hey, I lost context, could you help me catch up?" This is so key because it shows you the real-world limits, It's not magic, it's a tool that can still get stuck and need a little help. So after a quick clarification, it got right back to work. The final website wasn't 100% perfect. Some images were off, the logo was a placeholder, but it got about 80% of the way there. It built this incredible foundation that was way faster to just tweak than it would have been to start from a totally blank page. So at this point, you're probably wondering, okay, how can I get one of these? And while it does involve using the command line, which can sound a little scary, the setup is actually surprisingly straightforward.
First, a really quick but important heads up. The project had to change its name from Claudebot to Moldbot because of a copyright thing. So if you go looking for it, you need to search for Moldbot. Don't worry, it's the exact same tool.
So here's the high-level view of how it works. You go to the Moldbot website, you copy this one single line of code. Then you open up the terminal app on your computer, you paste that code in, and you hit enter. From there, an automated guide just walks you through the rest. It's mostly just connecting an AI model with an API key and then linking it to your chat app. It's a guided process from there on out.
You know, when you see a tool that can autonomously do research, organize your files, and even write code, you really have to start asking, what does this mean for the future of how we all work?
And I just want to leave you with this one last fascinating story from the source material. A user found out that their AI employee had gone out and installed another cheaper AI to handle some of its tasks, all to save the user money on API fees. So if your digital assistant can hire its own digital assistant, where does this trend of automation truly end?